We all have emotional wounds that rise up in us every now and then, but it all depends on how you react to them. How do they hold control over you? On the spiritual journey, it's a part of the journey to get to a place where they no longer have control over you. And these emotional wounds, when they arise, you no longer react to them. This is a goal of so many people on the spiritual journey. And it's a sign that you are on the path to enlightenment when you do not react when these emotional wounds rise up. But why do they rise up? Well, it's the ego trying to get your attention. Maybe you have not given it so much attention recently, and then it tries its best to goad you, to get you to react, get your attention, and it does it the best way it knows how to, which is to remind you of things that make you feel sad, feel bad, regret, guilty. Maybe you feel upset and distraught, grief. All of these are reactions and emotional reactions that the ego knows are the easiest reactions to get out of somebody. When the ego wants attention, those are the cards that your ego might play. But letting go is getting to a place where you no longer react with emotion to these scenarios that pop up in your head, even in your body. You feel it all over your body as if it's happening to you for the first time again. So to learn how to not react, you must get to a place of observing these emotional wounds rising up. So what I recommend for you to do is to practice observing everything. Don't just wait for these emotional wounds to rise up in you again. Practice observing things internally now. Just go within and just observe what's happening inside you now. You will observe just feelings within you randomly. And you'll also observe thoughts, and you'll observe how certain thoughts make you feel a certain way. And when you practice observing it, you will feel the emotion. However, you will not attach to the emotion. And that's letting go. So you will feel it, but you will not attach to it. And every time that certain memory pops up, you will still feel that emotion, but a bit less. Because the last time it rose up in you, you didn't attach to it. And so it lost some of its power. So the next time it pops up again, you'll still feel it, but it would have lost some of its power, and therefore you will not feel it as much. And over time, when it pops up more and more and more, each time, if you've successfully avoided attaching to that memory, that emotional wound, then the power it holds will diminish completely. But that will take time. So don't expect this to happen and you will be free of that memory, that emotional wound completely. It will take time. But practice just observing everything and anything within you. Because when you start small, start practicing with the small thoughts in your head, the small emotions in your head that you're having right now. I say small, I don't mean they're small in size. I just mean they're not triggering emotional reactions on that scale that emotional wounds create within you. But they are just like general thoughts, and just observe these general thoughts, and observe when a feeling in your body arises that is reacting to the thought. And then when you do experience an emotional wound from the past rise up, you'll be more prepared to observe it. You might not be able to do it the first time, but the more you practice just observing things internally, the general thoughts, the general feelings, the more prepared you will be to eventually observe these emotional wounds from the past that hold power over you in this moment. And then the more you practice observing them, the less power they'll have over you. And that's the secret to letting go, is to observe without judgment, observe without allowing yourself to become attached to the emotion that is created when that memory arises. Or even, doesn't even have to be a memory. Sometimes it's something from the future that your mind's created, an anxiety, but it still creates an emotional reaction. Just observe that. Observe the thought, the anxious thought. Observe the anxiety, or observe whatever emotion it elicits in you, and just observe it. Let it be. Let it rise and fall. And over time, it will rise and fall much more quickly every time it pops up, until it eventually elicits no emotional reaction whatsoever. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.